Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette. This is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath. I have a message for you. I just heard that your ex is ugly now. Your ex is ugly now. Let's talk about that. What happens when we're dealing usually with narcissistic people is that they do this magic trick where they siphon off of our energy and it increases their beauty while ours depletes. So you may notice that you launched into autoimmune issues, or that you launched into rampant breakouts that were like wild and uncontrollable, or that you had money loss, a karmic relationship, or a narcissistic relationship, or a toxic relationship. Whatever moniker you ascribe to it will cause you to have losses all of the time. It'll be a steady depletion. And with the Magician here and the Three of Pentacles, they make it seem like they're working with you, but really they're taking all of your secrets, your energy, and they're siphoning off of you. I just heard that your ex is ugly now. What does that mean? With the Four of Swords here and the Four of Cups, yeah. They acted like they were giving you something, but all they were giving you was repeated betrayal. There was love bombing here with the King of Cups, and with the Ten of Wands, you finally got exhausted. Your ex is ugly now. They're ugly because you've pulled your energy away. Their life looks like the life they actually should have had, but they were masking it and cloaking in your energy. And these words seem like wild when you're just in the regular matrix, right? But when you step into spirituality, it all makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Your ex is ugly now. What they wanted you to feel is that it was you. But really, you've had a glow up, haven't you, since you've gone away from them? Life in every way has gotten better for you in a multiplicity of ways, yes? Your ex is ugly now. With abundance coming up here, you are back in balance and back in abundance. You are back into a space where you know that you are able to create and things are flowing. The Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands. The world is your oyster, as well as you walking away from tumultuous energy with the Six of Swords. You walked away from a connection that was draining to you. And sometimes these connections are insidious and you don't notice it. Sometimes they are outlandishly draining and it's so overt. And sometimes it's covert. But your ex is ugly now. And I don't know why they wanted you to know that this morning. But that's what I was channeling. I did my meditations. I was getting my life together. I have stuff to do because there's more stuff coming up to do. But I heard, get this message out to the collective. Get it out to them. So this message is for you. Your ex is ugly now. And they said that it's true. They said it's true. They said it's true. What else do they need to know, guys? Yeah, it's true because they can't siphon off of you. Ten of Cups. Your community has increased. Eight of Pentacles. Your work is fantastic. You are really in this place of balance. You are making the donuts, as me and my bestie say. And the reason that you actually are having this like energetic glow up too here, and it's a tower for them, meaning it's destruction for them, it's because you're no longer in the competitions that they were putting you in. And I love this card here because it depicts so many things. This one is a piñata, but in another deck, Spellcaster's Tarot, I believe, it's depicted as a man setting up everyone to hit this piñata, but the piñata is a hornet's nest. And they don't know because they're all blindfolded. And he's sitting back and watching it happen because he knows what's going to happen. And he's far away because he knows that when one of them connects with that hornet's nest, it is going to be a disaster because someone's going to get stung, or multiple people are going to get stung, because hornets not only have a photographic memory, wasps and hornets, but they are relentless. And so someone had you in all kinds of wild competitions and things unbeknownst to yourself. They may have acted like they didn't know what they were doing, but they did. And they did that because instead of you having clarity to escape the nonsense in the relationship, you were focused on how to be the best, whatever they were triangulating you with. And it could be anything. It could be their family, it could be their friends, it could have been another lover, it could have been several, it could have been whatever. But that was how they siphoned your power, because instead of you worrying about you and growth, you're pouring into them and worrying about what you needed to know because you were blindfolded to the situation, and they were enjoying so much knowing that they were controlling the thing. They liked the competition. When you walked away from the competition here with the Six of Swords, what you did was, or when you walked away from their triangulation, even if it was just you and your partner in a connection, but they were triangulating you with ideas or conspiracy theories, because narcissists are so deluded and they love to have you worrying about nonsense or gaslight you to think that the thing you are worried about is nonsense, even if it's legitimate. And so it caused a tower for them, which is scorpionic energy. So what you did was you threw them into the very energy that they wanted to immerse you into. And the further and further and further you walked away from them, it was like the Benjamin Button reverse, but backwards. They were finally back embodying and encapsulated into a life that actually belonged to them and not to you. So what had happened was they had done this switcherooski with you, where they had seen your bright, shiny, empathetic earth angel lights, and they had said, I want some of this cosmic magic galaxy starbeam energy, and they got close to you. Maybe they love bombed you, maybe they tricked you. You always had your red flags, your angel said, you always knew, but they said they still were able to get close to you. And when that happened, what happened is that they switched timelines, they switched karmic cycles, they switched luck with you. What led out at the beginning of this reading is a magician. They literally switched with you everything that was supposed to be for you. So now when you have taken your power back and walked away, they are no longer in the space, pardon me, they are no longer in the space of being able to manifest the way that they were once able to manifest. They are no longer in the space of being able to embody a life because they were cloaking themselves with your energy. You were the interesting, talented, fill in the blank person in that connection. Narcissists are only ever looking to copy you and to get from you whatever they can. It's very body snatcher. It's very single white female. It's very creepy. They're creepy. That's it. And so what they did was they creeped on you and they got what they thought belonged to them, because narcissists have no idea of boundaries. And then they were posturing like they were the King of Pentacles, is what they said. And they were telling everybody that they were the King of Pentacles. And you're worried over here. You were in your head. Three of Swords, not being nurtured, not being loved. Nine of Swords, anxiety, right? And the truth was, you called judgment on it. I'd love to see it. And you said, no more. I keep getting this 10 of Wands. You leaving, walking out the door and saying, I will get this monkey off my back, changed your life so completely, because it took away their power source and then it balanced things as it should be. And now the message today is your ex is ugly. They may be physically ugly, or they are emotionally unattractive, or they are financially unattractive, but they have lost a lot of their zhuzh, because the zhuzh was your zhuzh. Your ex is ugly. What they want you to know is that you created your own reality. You grounded, you touched grass, and you got focused. And I love that so much for you, because you were not looking at the abundance that was within you. You also got back into balance with your body, or some of you guys are going to be doing that. They wanted you out of balance with your body, because when your self-esteem is low, then they can control a lot of your thoughts and your energy. Your ex is ugly. I don't give a damn about any of their emotions. They just want you to know that they're ugly, that there was a duality that was existing, and they were hiding, cloaking, and masking that you were the power source, you were the beauty, you were the enthrallment, you were the enlightenment, you were the wisdom, you were the intellect, you. Yes, and I want you to be that selfish about it and hear that and ingest that. It was you the whole time. And yeah, I can't make it up. End of a cycle. And you should have gratitude for the end of this cycle. A lot of us, when we went through that tower, we thought, Jesus Christ in the heavens, why do you hate me? Why is this so horrible? It's so hard. But be in radiant gratitude, because this is officially the end of the cycle. And as that cycle for you ended, then their fresh hell began. I'm hearing lightning. I'm hearing thunder. I'm seeing like tsunamis. I'm seeing earthquakes. I'm seeing disaster. Imminent freaking disaster. What I'm seeing is Hurricane Katrina. So as epic of proportions of a disaster as Hurricane Katrina was, that is what the exit of you out of their life has been like. It has been a Hurricane Katrina. It has been something that FEMA can't help. They are living in tents. Some of your exes are homeless, whether they're emotionally homeless, actually homeless, sexually homeless, energetically homeless. They don't have a home. You are home. I'm hearing, I feel like coming home again when I'm alone with you. Something about when I'm alone with you, it's home. Yeah. Well, they're never going to be alone with you again. They never get to siphon off your energy again. They can do it. I'm hearing Bette Midler from a distance. From a distance, the world looks blue and green and the snow-capped mountains white. God is watching, is what she says in that song. God is watching. From a distance, the mountains meet the stream. There's something cataclysmic going on here. And they're looking at your life from a distance, and it's this beautiful spinning ball. It looks like all of the space programs where you're looking at Earth from a distance, but there's still hurricanes that you can see from those angles and vantage points. And I'm telling you, there's hurricanes happening in their life. They have not lived as well as when you were in their life. They do not sleep as well. The sex that they're having with whoever they're having it with has never compared. I'm hearing nothing compares. And who just passed recently in this calendar year? I believe it was Miss Sinead O'Connor. Things have died. So that sex drive that they had, that they used to manipulate, that's died. They can't even like put the juju on anybody anymore. Now yours is returning back to you. We love to see it. Nothing compares to you. You and depression, because I think of Sinead O'Connor, she was so deeply depressed and so deeply misguided and so deeply conflicted about her religion and grounding and losses. Also, I believe her son committed, self-ended. I can't say it on YouTube, but you guys know what I'm saying. Someone here, your ex is ugly, but they're also in a state of contemplating things of that nature. And I'm saying it to you without any inflection or remorse for them, because I consider narcissistic energies demons. And sometimes we're looking at these flesh suits and we're thinking, oh goodness, well, they're human like us. No, what you're doing, sweet empath, is projecting your empathy and your morals onto someone that is devoid and defunct of them. So some of them are depressed enough to be considering that they don't want to be here, but the narcissism in them won't actually have them end it. But what they do feel is real melancholic depression that is pervasive, and it feels like it is never lifting. Hurricane Katrina happened, and then the aftermath still to this day can be seen in New Orleans. And so what I want you to understand is that you leaving their life was a cataclysmic Category 5 event that was unprecedented and never seen. You stood up in a Hioki kind of empathetic way, and you did something that was powerful. See, we always think it's love and light. We always think that that's what we're supposed to do. That's right. But it is balancing our dark feminine energy, that Lilith energy, with that beautiful love when it's appropriate, when someone's playing reindeer games or playing in our face, that causes things to go the way that they need to go. Bury it is what I said. Bury it is what you heard. Bury it is what you did. I'm seeing the Lafayette Cemetery here in New Orleans, and it calls for you new beginnings, but it calls for them cataclysmic endings. And the endings continue, and the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes, and your love grew cold on those sleepless nights. And as the storm raged on, out of control deep in your heart, now new thunder rolls. See, they didn't realize that what they had done was lit a fire. They had lit a bitch fire in you. They had created a storm. They had started to give you your power back. You were very much Samson, and they were your Delilah, having cutting your strength, cut your beauty, cut the thing that made you grounded. But slowly it started to grow back, and you did it right underneath them. You took your power back in incremental states. They didn't even see it. And in their face, you shook the pillars and toppled the temple and crashed everything down. And they thought you would never do it because it would be at the peril of your own life. And you said, if everything dies, including me, what will not stand is this lunacy. I'm so proud of you. Your ex is ugly now. They are destitute. They are downtrodden. They are dumb. It is known by everyone. They thought they were playing games with you. They thought they had you in the palm of their hand. They thought you were malleable clay. They thought with you they could play. And you said, if everything here gets crashed and crumbled and destroyed, it'll be worth it for you to never be able to look at me, girl or boy, ever again. For you to have to watch me from a distance. For you to never know what it's like to be my friend, to be my connection, to be in my circle, to have me love you. If you come anywhere near me, I will energetically end you. And so now they are very much, they're showing me Lestat. They're showing me Interview with a Vampire. Was it Lestat? Who was the one that was eating out of the bayou? There's a lot of themes here about New Orleans that I'm getting. Who was eating out of the bayou, the alligators, because they couldn't get, Interview with the Vampire is a book, and Rice wrote it, movie made, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise starred in it. Scientology, a cult. What they're channeling to me is that someone started to get brainwashed by whomever they were around, because Scientology is a cult. They said someone started to get brainwashed, whether they started to brainwash themselves or they started to get indoctrinated with things they didn't understand. The devil, they signed a contract with the devil that they couldn't fulfill. The devil always collects. You were protected while they were trying to break your neck, and you took back your self-respect. Someone is having to eat subpar supply. That's the metaphor here when they're talking about Lestat in the bayou, eating the alligator, drinking alligator blood and stuff. It was enough to get him by, but it wasn't delicious warm blood from a human. It wasn't sustenance for the vampiric energy. These vampires are now out of your life, but the supply that they have, I'm hearing is stuff that they wouldn't even want if it was free. Meaning they may have thought that they wanted that. They may have triangulated you with that. But now it's so subpar in your absence. And I'm not saying for you to romanticize and go back and think about how delicious you were. What I want you to understand is that the thing that they had told you that they could do, and they didn't need you, or whatever they said or did that made you feel unloved and left scars that you deal with to this day, and healing that you had to go through with your therapist and all the rest of it. Y'all know we're always a work in progress, and made you come to the YouTubes and find the doctors and watch the videos. They said that now they are living with subpar everything. Everything is gone, and that's why they're ugly. They can't even wash their ass properly, is what I heard. Some of these people are not bathing. That's the level of depressed that they are. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of their medical health. They're not taking care of anything in their life and they blame you. And I need you to be careful, because what has come into my purview recently is the case. Y'all know I love some true crime. And it's the case that's going on right now with Amy Harwick, I believe, who was a sex therapist doctor. And the guy that ended up unaliving her, his last name is Purse House. Very specific name. Purse House. I can't think of his first name, and it doesn't matter. But what I'm going to tell you is he ran into her 9 years. This is a message for somebody here. He ran into her 9 years later at an event where he was a photographer and she was walking the red carpet for whatever she was doing, and he accosted her and said to her, "You ruined my life." In the subsequent weeks, he took her life very brutally, because he was obsessed with her and was stalking her because she walked away from his toxicity. He was physically, verbally, and otherwise abusive in their relationship 9 years previously. You've heard of this case before, because this is the one who was dating Drew Carey about a year before this guy unalived her. Okay? So is it Drew Carey? I'm thinking Jim Carrey. Yes, Drew Carey, who was on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Comedian, and then he was on The Price is Right. He may still be on The Price is Right now. He took over after Bob Barker. So she was dating him, Dr. Amy Harwick, and one of the things she said in one of her Instagram posts a few weeks before she was unalived, she's always teaching women to stay safe, and she was like, stay safe and don't get murdered out there. The tragic irony of that. I'm not trying to scare you, but not only is your ex ugly, but they're still blaming you for your walk away. Everything is your fault because narcissists and toxic people don't take responsibility for themselves. And what they are saying to me here is to warn the collective to be so careful, because some of them fantasize about things that are so low vibrational. I don't even want to say it because I almost don't want to put it out into the energy, but be so careful. Guys, show me what they need to know about that. The High Priestess. Okay, well, what they want you to know is that you're going to be protected. But I'm not making it up. I can't make this up. The Devil is the next card here, and the Moon. Someone... Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, guys. Someone is plotting on you because they see you happy. They're still watching you energetically or actually socials. I don't know if you haven't cut them off. I'm very uncomfortable right now. I'm like fidgeting. I'm very uncomfortable. I want you guys to hear me. I did not come on here. I came on here to bag on your ex and just be like, ooh, they ugly. But now I'm getting a different message, which is that they are in such low vibrational energy. It's scorpionic energy. It's creepy. Scorpionic energy is of obsession, is what I mean. There are many layers that are involved in scorpionic energy, but in this lower vibration, well, Scorpio rules obsession and other people's possessions and whatever. Someone can't get over the fact that you left them. Someone not only can't get over the fact that you left them, they still feel like you belong to them. They also attribute the downturn that happened in their life, the Hurricane Katrina that happened in their life, to you directly. And that's why they had me channel. I wondered why I was watching this Amy Harwick thing. Like, true crime pops in and out, but they said, and I didn't make any connection to the collective as I've been consuming it, but right now they said, this is why we've been having you pay attention, because someone in the collective needs to know to be so freaking careful about letting any ex back into your life. I don't care if it's 4 years from now, 2 years from now, or 9 years from now. 9 is a spiritual number of completion and new beginnings, okay? About new spiritual business for you. There's so many beautiful things in store for you, but someone who didn't get to keep their clutches into you has very dark and divisive fantasies about ending things for you. Now, what they're showing me is that you are protected. Stay open to spirit and you will be protected with the High Priestess here. And then you need to be doing protection as well. I'm talking about candle work. I'm talking about making sure that you pray and then knowing that you're in community with your tribe. You have so many opportunities coming to you, so many love offers coming to you, so much success coming to you. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. I have the Knight of Cups. I have the Page of Cups. I have the Six of Wands. Oh, and then I have the Lovers, Geminian energy. That's why they're angry. Okay, let's talk about this too. Now, even if you've not been in the spiritual community, you may have come across this phenomenon. You break up with somebody, and as you're about to get into another relationship, all of the exes kind of come out of the woodwork. But not only do they come out of the woodwork, even if they don't know and they're not on your social or whatever, there's a pheromonal or a spiritual etheric cord, okay? So you ever notice that, like, if you're dating a new person, like a new guy or something, that the old guy might call at the same time that you just happen to be on a date with a new guy, and you're like, how will they know? And they're not stalking you. They're legitimately not. But it's because our exes can sense when we actually truly move on. That's why when I have clients say to me, should I act like I'm going to run so that they chase me? Well, are we on the playground? No. So I don't advise that ever. If you want to walk away from somebody, do that on your own merit and do it authentically and organically. But don't do it to get elicit a reaction, because that usually backfires, as far as I have seen in my work with my clients and in the collective. What I will tell you, though, is you are actually moving on. So whether that is finalizing a divorce for some of you, whether that is just like you finally have started doing yoga again after you didn't for 2 years because you were depressed, or whether that is you're finally starting to date again, but you're not just dating, you actually are connecting with someone that you really like. Some of these exes are still emotionally connected with you. And even if you've done all the cord cutting and soul salt throwing, all the rest of it. They are paying a lot of attention because life stopped when you left it. And so a lot of these exes are very, very still aware, and they know that you're moving into a new timeline, because this is a beautiful timeline of success that is here for you, and they can sense it. And that's what's making this jealousy with the devil here really, really get like turned up. Clarify the devil. I can't make it up. The Tower. They associate you leaving with all of the bad things. Five of Swords. They would love to come in and ruin things for you. They fantasize that you two should be married again. They fantasize that you should be back together. They're crazy is what I'm seeing here. Literally, they're fucking crazy. And that's the truth. The Ace of Swords. Also, they're very upset if you're going to have sex is another thing here. I'm getting the Queen of Swords here, but the Queen of Swords here is dressed in orange, which is associated with the sacral, which is pleasure. So if you guys are, some of you guys are going to get back into another relationship, or are going to actually, consummate a relationship, even if you don't know what's going to happen, you're like, girl, what you talking about? I'm not doing anything. Even if you don't know what's going to happen, they sense it because they're still connected. Also, I'm hearing it's part of their karma. They are now allowed to be tapped in. So, okay. A lot of them acted like they didn't understand what you were talking about in the connection, guys, right? They didn't know, they couldn't see. And even if they did, like, understand sometimes, they would feign ignorance at their convenience. Well, I'm hearing they now have eaten. We're back to New Orleans from the tree of good and evil. They have now they have knowledge of the truth of your connection that they crapped on, stomped on, dismissed, sabotaged, all the things, right? Now they know who you are fully. And so they are allowed, is what I just heard, in spiritual realms, not to just spy on you for fun, but it's almost part of their purgatory and torture, is to be very aware of you in a way that this is such a weird message. They are very aware of you in a way that they never wanted to be. And that they pretended they weren't. Oh, they said this is how they were the whole time, actually. They just said, now that you're gone, they have gotten more spiritual and more connected in their own way, because they had to do the work, and they still are, but now the work is no fun. Now the work is misery because they're very attuned to you. Anyway, one of you guys here, a couple of y'all, I don't know, somebody's actually getting into a real relationship with real sex. And God bless that for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Someone's getting into a real relationship with real connection and real sexual connection. You may not even be aware of it yet, but within the next however long, I don't know the timeline, with the orange, I'm so sure of it. And someone senses it. They can tell because they know what you look like in love, or they know what you look like when you're happy, or they know that smile, or whatever. I don't know what it is that they know, but they know somehow that you about to be you good. You're good. Or you're coming into an opportunity. If it's not sexual, you're happy again. Like maybe they sense that. It could be as simple as that, because sacral is pleasure. So it could be that you're just happy again, or that you just feel like yourself again. The self that they siphon out of you that was making you unattractive or unhealthy, or fill in the blank. Your ex is ugly now. And so they're ugly because they have the screw face, because they're like sour punches, what I hear, or sour lemons. Like they're sucking lemons because you are stepping into all kinds of pleasure here with the devil, specifically for you. Let's clear that. I love to see it. Show me what's happening with the devil for my collective. The Queen of Pentacles, abundance and finances. I love, that's a fantastic clarifier for the devil for you. You're coming into just sitting pretty, but also being lauded for the work you do, or just being back in yourself. Let's say you don't do a damn thing, but you are now back in your own power, and people are praising you, and people see you, and you are loved, and people are interested, and you are validated, and all of that stuff. It's so delicious. Clarify the moon with the crazy ex. The King of Pentacles. See, they want you back. That's their nightmare. It's so clear to me. I love my angels. It's so clear to me. Your ex is ugly because you living your dream is their nightmare. And also, the fantasy is they want to be the King of Pentacles to your Queen of Pentacles. So I don't care if you're a man listening here or whatever, someone wants to be back in partnership with you, in equal partnership. But even the way that I lay the cards out here, the king is elevated, so they still want to subjugate you and they still want to be over you and still have power over you. And it is their nightmare that your dreams are coming true, that you are in abundance, or that you could be in another romantic connection, a sexual connection, that you could be in a job opportunity that you manifested that was swatted away. Some of you guys are signing book deals. Some of you guys are doing dance, like choreographing, I'm hearing, or dance studio. Some of you guys are opening, someone's opening a pottery studio or something. There's all this stuff happening. Some of you guys are actually getting something looked at that you were writing now that the strike is over. So someone here, or someone that will watch this someday, is working in that field, and you're like, oh my gosh, finally someone can look at the work. Like, there are so many amazing things happening. You're finding your tribe, you're backing your community, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. It's their nightmare. Your ex is ugly. Clarify that. Because you're at peace. Oh my God. Your ex is unhappy because you're at peace. Your ex is unhappy because you're letting loose. Some of y'all are dancing. Some of y'all are singing. Some of you guys are outside. What I'm seeing is Mardi Gras here. Some of y'all are partying. They are sick. Your ex is ugly because you are lit. lit. Because you are awakening. And with your awakening, oh my gosh, you're awakening to love. I'm telling you, someone here, y'all know how I feel about love. I never give up. I don't give up for you. I hold space for you with love. I do. So I don't give up on love. But I can't make it up. The abundance card here in this oracle is abundance. It's the Ace of Cups. In a regular tarot, it would be the Ace of Cups. Some of y'all is falling in love. Oh, and they can feel it. And I know that because the awakening here is all this beautiful root chakra red and sacral orange. So you're awakening to new possibilities, new connections, new soul tribe. But some of y'all are awakening to love, and that's their nightmare. I can't make it up. One more on that. Elusive priestess. Yes. Now they can't pin you down. You used to be the chaser, and now they consider you the runaround. Come on, runaround. Oh, what is it? You're a runner. You're a track star. And now they are befuddled and overwhelmed by the signs. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. Yes, they see signs now. All the signs that you used to see, all the signs you see every day, you know us. We see signs every day, angel numbers, signs, music, all that. I just got the oracle card of signs, and what they said is their nightmare is that now you are the elusive priestess. They can't even call you, talk to you, get in touch with you. They can't even believe that they lost you. They can't believe that they used to have access to you the way they did, and now they literally can't even pick up the phone and have like a simple conversation with you. But now they're bombarded, is what I just heard, with all of these signs that you are around. So they're seeing your name, they're seeing your stuff, and it's whatever. And you might also have had signs with them in the past, but it's far less frequent now, or it doesn't even exist now. And now they're feeling like crazy because no one is there to talk to about this level of spirituality. You are the person. Their intuition as a punishment is growing, and now they're very aware that you were the one in their life that they wanted to always be knowing, but they lived in their duality and their shadow side. So now their nightmare is that you are in your power. That's the final card here. Wow, you are growing and you are in your power. I heard they'll never take our power. It was 32:33 on the clock. You're in your power now. Wow. I'm hearing Erykah Badu. I'm seeing Erykah Badu. I'm channeling that. Now what am I supposed to do? That I want you in my world. Yeah, something about you're already someone else's girl. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Your ex is ugly now. And they crying. Ooh! Because you stepped back. And now it's sun setting on their life. While it's the wind at your back. Your ex is ugly. And that's a fact. And I'm telling you, let me tell you why they're ugly. They literally had a dream about you in companionship. If you don't want companionship for you, that's fine. For those who do, You win a companionship. You have companionship. You have friends. You have the collective. You have a spiritual tribe. You have a lover. You have something going on by your side. You got a bestie. I don't know. But you have people that love you, and that was their worst nightmare. They wanted you alone. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. That is sufficient. That is sufficient. They said that is sufficient. Your ex is ugly. Your ex is ugly. That's what they want you to know. Because you spoke your truth. And you dared to grow. Oh, and when you spoke your truth, you told the world that they were someone that no one would want to know. You told them the things, the atrocities that they did to you. You told how they gaslit and tried to maim and injure you. Yeah. Your ex is still obsessed. So be careful. That message came through and I didn't like it. It was creepy. But here's what I want you to know. You are protected completely. All right, so good sharing energy with you guys. Come back and join me next time, and we'll continue to evolve together.